Hey guys, Dan here from the Crypto Faction, and welcome to the CrowdCoin Masternode setup. Today we're going to be doing the quick setup. There couldn't be an easier way of setting up a Masternode than this. So first off, we just need to quickly set up the virtual private server which we'll be using to install the Masternode. I'll do this now quickly just because it takes a few minutes. I use Volta. Obviously there are other servers available. I like Volta. It's got a nice clean interface and it's easy to use. Doesn't matter which one you click here. We're in the UK, so I'm going to click on London. We do need the Ubuntu server 16.04, and we're going to go for the $5 a month server. You need 2 GB of RAM, but we're going to sort that out by doing a file swap to give us 2 GB of RAM. We're actually going to do a second file swap to give us 4 GB of RAM, just to be extra cheeky. Okay, so that's just firing up in the background there. Once that's installed, we'll come back to that. So if you haven't already done so, you're going to need to head to crowdcoin.site and we need to download the wallet. So we're doing the Windows setup today, so download whichever Windows wallet is suitable for your system. Get that installed and get it syncing, because it takes a little while to sync to the up-to-date block on the blockchain. Okay, next we're going to need a remote server, a server remote. So PuTTY.org is probably one of your best options to use, and then we'll have a look at the Masternodes online later on. Okay, so once you've got PuTTY, we're going to fire that up here. Let me just close out of that one. Okay, so we're going to need the IP address on that. So while we're still waiting for the server over here to install, let me just quickly run you through this guide. So this is the cold wallet on a Windows system with the Linux virtual private server. The requirements you need for this: you need exactly 1,000 CrowdCoin. You need the desktop wallet, as I explained. You'll need the remote server SSH client, so PuTTY.org, and obviously the VPS to run it on. Okay, so once your desktop wallet is installed, you've got your 1,000 CrowdCoin. You need to send that from the exchange to the wallet. So what you need to do, let's just quickly fire up the CrowdCoin wallet so you can all have a look at that. Okay, so here's the wallet. You need to head over to receiving addresses, and once you create a new one, or however, probably the easiest way to do this is if we go into debug console and we create a new wallet, a new address. So let's just quickly head back over to my guide. I'm just going to start to create a nice, easy to use desktop here, so you can follow every step of what I'm doing. Okay. All right. So what we can do, hopefully this is all ready now. Okay, perfect. So we're going to quickly pop into here, click on manage, and I'm going to give this a label. I'm going to call this CRC-MN3. Okay, so what we need now is the IP address, so click on that to copy it, paste it in there. It should give us a security alert. Obviously this is us, we don't need to worry about that. So we're going to type in root to log in. We need to head back over here, click on that to copy the password, and right click in PuTTY. So if you in PuTTY, if you right click, that is your paste. Obviously you won't see the password there because it is hidden. Okay, so let me just move that over here. Let me grab this over here. We're going to start with the file swap. Okay, so I just need to copy and paste every single line here. It's recommended that you copy and paste every single command here, guys. Don't try and type it, just in case you make a mistake. There's no room for errors here. You really don't want to do this again. So once is plenty. Okay, so just popping that in there. Lovely, lovely. We're going to go into the nano. Okay, we're going to copy and paste this one here. Okay, I'm going to pop that there and up. I'm going to right click that. That's that done. So here we exit, save and exit by Control and X. Yes, we want to modify it. Perfect, that's done. Right, so now I'm just going to implement the firewall. Okay, so that's lovely. That's done. That's allowing the port 12875, okay, which we will need for your Masternode setup. Now that's done, we're going to head back over to the wallet now. Now, we've already sent our coins, bear with me. We've already sent our coins to the address, but what we do need to do here, you can copy and paste from the guide, but we need to, so we need a couple of things here. We need Masternode outputs. Okay, now you'll need, obviously I've got 4 here. If you're doing your first one, you'll just see the 1 here. So what you'll need to do, grab a little folder like this, sorry, a notepad file. Just going to change this. So this is your alias. We'll come to this later. We'll need this for the masternode.config. I'm just going to change that to mn3. Okay, I'm going to come in here, grab the IP address. Let's just get rid of that. Okay, now I'm going to copy up to here. So yours will look similar to this. So this can be anything. I mean, you can call this Mickey Mouse if you really want to. Your IP address, the port. Okay, now we need to do a Masternode gen key. So if we just grab that here, Masternode gen key, like I say, always best to copy and paste if you can. So we're going to pop that in here as well. That's going to give us our Masternode key. Okay, so I'm literally just going to copy, it says copy. Computer's getting a little bit eager, or I'm getting a bit eager, one of the two. So we're just going to quickly paste that in there. Okay, so now what we need to do, I'm just going to just check something here quickly, guys, before we move on. I just want to go into my transactions. Sorry, in here, inputs. Okay, so I need to see. Okay, bear with me. Sorry, guys, I'm just stepping ahead here. Right, so if we just open up our Masternode configuration file, I can see what the last one was that I installed. So I'm redoing Masternode 3 for you today. So I'm just going to copy and paste the whole of this here. This is the transaction ID for the 1,000 coins that I sent, and also the index number. Now, you'll see that's here. That's the 4th one along here. So I'm just going to quickly whip back over here and paste that in here also. Okay, so that's what the line's going to look like when I copy and paste that into my masternode.conf. So back into here, tools, masternode configuration file. I just need to make sure then that that is changed. Okay, I'm going to exit that. I'm going to save. Perfect. Okay, so all you need to do here is obviously just follow, as I said. So if you generate a new wallet address, or so you get new address and then the name of whatever you want to call that address, you need to then do your Masternode outputs and your Masternode gen key. Put it in a line of code, put it in a line similar to this, which we'll use to do the Masternode config. Okay, right, so now the easy bit. This is, I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. We're going to grab this line of code here. Okay, I'm going to take that. I'm going to go into this, into our PuTTY. I'm going to pop that file, that line of code in there, and it's going to tell me no such file directory. Okay. That's odd. Let's just go. Okay, bear with me. I think I know what's happened here. I just need to fire up the Discord for a second. Apologies for this, guys. I know it's supposed to be the easy way. Okay, so if you head over to the Discord channel, I'll provide a link to that as well. I'm just going to copy all of that here. Okay, which the code's right there. in the Discord, and it's going to start running. So I just need to quickly pop back in here and I'll edit that file shortly. Okay, so this script will install and configure a CrowdCoin Masternode. Do you wish to continue? Well, the obvious question here is yes. So please input your Masternode private key. All right, so we've already got that from here. This is why we copied and pasted it into there. Okay, so right click, enter. The server address without the port, so that's your IP address that you've just created here. Pop it in. Pressing enter will use the default for the next prompts. Okay, so we've already done the file swap, but let's do another one. Yeah, that's going to give us 4 GB swap. Perfect. If anything says recommended, we're going to say yes. Yes, we're going to do that as well. Oh, so it's already picked up the file swap, so it won't let us have 4 GB, sadly. Okay, so that's it, guys. I mean, it's going to run in the background now for approximately 15 or so minutes, and that's pretty much everything you need to do. I mean, I'm telling you, it's so easy. Okay, so once that's done, we can run these tests. But I'm just going to pop the microphone on mute for a bit while this uploads in the background. Hopefully be able to speed this up on an edit as well, so you don't have to sit and watch all of this unpack and install and test and everything. And once that's done, wait about 15 minutes for it to fully install. Then we're going to go back to the CrowdCoin core wallet. I mean, you can do this now actually to save some time. We're going to go to settings, options. You need to go to wallet. We need to show the Masternode tab. We're going to click OK. I'm going to exit out of that. Just going to get rid of all of this. Restart that there. And what you'll see, you should see the new file here. It's saying pre-enabled at the moment. That's because I was running a previous Masternode on here. It hasn't updated it. It's just going to run that in the background, and then resync. And then once that's done, this should say missing. And once it's finished installing, we're going to right-click that and start alias. Okay. So let's just wait for this to install. Go and grab a cup of coffee or something, tea, whatever. And while you're there, why not join the crypto faction? Join a group of like-minded people who are interested in helping other people out. I'm going to be providing this group of links as well on the YouTube video. I'm going to upload it onto YouTube. Obviously, you don't have to use our reference link, referral link for the VPS. But if you appreciate this handy little guide and nice little video to help you get your Masternode up and running, obviously we'd appreciate it if you could use our referral link. Join the CrowdCoin Discord, have a chat with the team there. Great community in there, very active, and why not come and join the crypto faction? So, okay, I'm going to leave that to do its thing, and we'll be back in a short while. see how much easier is that, guys. I mean, you know, that's a whole lot less hassle than entering every single line of code. So it's already installed the masternode. It's now just adding the information for the Sentinel, which will just continuously look after your masternode while it's running, and then we're pretty much almost ready to go. So that's it done. You'll get a confirmation very shortly to say that's finished. So what we're going to do, obviously you'll see here, obviously this one's expired. We'll have to come back into that one in a second. So the last little bits are just being added. You can see here that the -conf part of it's been changed. So essentially it's just doing everything that you would do if you were doing each line individually. This is just does everything for you automatically. So fingers crossed, that should mean that there's no errors. So just waiting for that last little bit to set up, and then we can go into our CrowdCoin wallet and start the alias. Okay, cool. Look at that. CrowdCoin installation completed successfully. Please wait 15 minutes and then start your masternode from your local wallet. I'm going to open that up now, let that do its sync, and then we're done. So after you wait 15 minutes, you're going to click on here, start alias. I mean, it won't let me do it now because we're still syncing. And that's essentially it. So once everything's all set up, there's a number of tests you can run to make sure that everything's all running smoothly. Now, you won't get any positive results on the test 2 and test 3 until your masternode is properly synced. Okay, so this one here, you'll see that all tests will be passed. So for example, if I run that, copy that, and we'll just quickly double check. I mean, this is essentially the one that you really want to see. Fingers crossed, all 23 pass. Okay, so hopefully, boom. Okay, so that's it sorted. So once this is all ready and synced, you'll right click on here, and it will give you a pre-enabled status, and then what you can do, so if I just quickly go into masternode configuration, I'm just going to grab the IP and the port. I'm going to head over to Masternodes Online. Now, if you go into the monitoring side of Masternodes Online, it'll ask you to set something up. I'm just going to quickly pop that in there. It might not show up yet. Sometimes it takes a little while to show up. It's a bit early for it to show up. It's not completely synced. However, you can have a look at obviously all the masternodes that you've got running. This one is the one we've just set up, so that's probably going to need to come off and be re-added, and I'll have a look at the watchdog expired on this one also. So cool. Thank you very much for, there we go, pre-enabled. Thank you very much for watching the tutorial video. Any questions, please do head over to the Discord channel. You've got the CrowdCoin channel here, and you've got all sorts of bits and pieces. You can check out the guide, the white paper, the brochure, take part in general conversation. You've also got information from Masternode as well. So you've got a really nice community and some good members of the dev team that can help you with any issues that you may have. Thanks for watching.